Good evening, traders. This is Brian with TraderShark.com, an educational website to learn how to trade the S&P E-mini futures. Today is Monday, August 8th, 2011. The following are examples of trade setups that occur on a regular basis. We are showing 14 valid trade setups for a potential profit of 32 ES ticks. The market opened up this morning at 1164. This white dotted line is the representation of the opening price, and this is called a no trade zone. We do not trade in the no trade zone except under one situation, and that's if the trade sets up in the direction of the gap fill, and in this case it did. We hit target 1 and target 2 immediately off the gates, and then we had no opportunities to trade, and then we had our first opportunity to get long right there at just prior to 10 o'clock. Target 1 and target 2 were hit for a total of 16 ES ticks. Shortly thereafter we were followed by another opportunity to get short for target 1 and target 2 for a total of 11 ES ticks. And then the market broke through opening price. Market continued to sell off down to a shark band that we have in the shark den, and right down here to 1148. We watched a bounce off of the shark band, had our first opportunity to get long, target 1 and target 2 for a total of 15 ES ticks. We then had a trade set up where two trades actually set up. We have what's called a retracement or an expansion trade. In this case, they both set up. A retracement is more of a conservative trade, and expansion is more of an aggressive trade. Since the retracement did hit and fill, we're going to count this as a -2 ticks for the purposes of this video. However, the expansion trade did yield T1 and T2 for a total of 13 ES ticks. The reason it's in yellow is because we're not counting it. But some traders in the room did get this opportunity. We then had an opportunity to get long, and we did not get filled. It pulled back right to our entry, did not fill, and then continue on into the direction of T1 and T2. We then came up, tested the opening price again, blew through opening price to sell off as the momentum began to pick up. The downgrading of the S&P from AAA down to AA is what caused the majority of the concern, as well as the overseas banks. We had an opportunity to get short just below the opening price for target 1 and target 2 for a total of 10 ES ticks. Going into the no trade zone, this red area is called a no trade zone, the sell-off accelerated. We had, it's usually a period of lower volume and higher volatility. In this case it was higher volume and higher volatility. It sold off quite heavily. Put in a double bottom right here. Our first opportunity to get long, it touched our entry price, did not fill. Second opportunity to get long, it did fill, and then we got slammed for a total of -16 ES ticks. We got a full stop out on that. We then had an opportunity to get short. You can start to see the volatility of the swing highs and the swing lows were the tough part is you can't really research the last week because this type of volatility has not been affecting the market over the last few years. So as a result, we did have an opportunity to get short, and we had no fill. Wait for our additional setup. After we bounced off of the Globex range low and the hourly range low, we just had enough support here at 1137.50. We knew we were going to get a bounce. You always wait for a pullback to enter. T1 was hit, and we got stopped out -2 ticks. And you can see why the stop is there. It protects us from getting hurt even further for deeper pullbacks. We then went through this major support level, pulled back thinking we were going to continue longer, and the volatility of the whipsaw tagged us and got us out. Short opportunity, got T1 and got stopped out for -2 ticks. We then had another opportunity to get long and didn't even hit our T1, got a full stop out -16 ticks. We then had an opportunity to get short. So you can see in the trade room we have filters that would prevent us from taking a lot of these trades. We also use additional market internals and indicators. Really, no one should have been taking any long trades. The acceleration continued to the downside. Put in a V formation here with the low of the day. We had major support here at around 1117. Went all the way down to a low point of about 1114.75. V formation was put in. Didn't really have an opportunity to get short until right about 10 minutes to 3. Shorting opportunity, got T1, got stopped out for -2 ticks. And then going into the close, right there about 3 o'clock, we had an opportunity to get long, target 1 and target 2 for a total of 14 ES ticks. Found resistance here in the hourly range low and the Globex. Did a little bit of a zigzag pattern. Continued on up. The volatility was just amazing. Consolidation here just below the hourly range low. Sold off. Heavy, no way to catch it. You don't want to jump in front of a falling knife. We then had an opportunity to get long. Again, we got target 1 off and got a reduced risk stop out. So all in all, For the total day, we had a total of 14 trades, positive 32 ES ticks. To learn more about these and more advanced trades, such as the Shark Attack trade, or to get a copy of the trading manual, please visit TraderShark.com. Thank you and have a great evening.